What do you get when you mix historical figures from across the centuries and continents with a semi-humorous and semi-pointed message about the world's excesses leading to its demise? We're not entirely sure ourselves, but Rocket City Studios seems to have the answer in the form of their first title, Second Chance Heroes. Blending a comic book style of storytelling with 4-player arcade action, the game is poised to fill the void that Gauntlet left in our gaming hearts oh so long ago. The game's setup is that we've all been made weak by our overexposure to kitten videos, reality TV, and ironic photos of bacon. Bacon. As a result, we are wholly unprepared for the end of the world when it arrives. Now our only hope for survival is to look to the heroes of the past.
Abraham Lincoln. I cannot tell a lie. Abe is back with a wicked chainsaw and he's looking to cut down 7 zombies. And that's just for breakfast. Napoleon Bonaparte, ruler of France and wearer of styling hats. He may not look like much, but you don't want to make his little friend mad. Joan of Arc, aka the Lady Killer. Because she's a woman and she kills with a sword. She's burning for revenge. Queen Elizabeth I lived by the motto, Video et Tacio, I see and say nothing. She doesn't have to. When she lets old Tudo this off its chain, it does all the talking for her.
Second Chance Heroes starts out with a level selection screen and a chat window where you can invite friends to your game or check out other players' public games. Drop-in, drop-out co-op is supported so friends and other players can join at any time once the level is started. After the stage has been selected, you're placed in a lobby with the other players and you can choose your favorite pair of history's heroes. Each player is allowed to choose and play as 2 heroes from the initial roster of 4. The characters themselves tend to be either melee or range based, so it's definitely a good idea to have a little variety. When the level starts, you're given a brief intro told in 4-panel comic style. This serves as the underlying reason for why you're about to tear your way through hordes of zombies, wolfmen, vampires, and other monstrosities, and sets the overall goal for the level itself. You're also presented with a list of optional goals that you can complete as you progress through the level in order to earn additional money at the end. Once the action gets rolling, the game plays a lot like the Gauntlet arcade games from the late 90s and early 2000s. Each stage essentially boils down to the following. Fight through a bunch of rooms, encounter a mini-boss, then fight your way through some more rooms before meeting up with and defeating the final boss. After completing the level, all the money you picked up along the way and the bonus money you earned for completing optional goals gets tallied. This money can be used to upgrade your character's attack power and their total health. You'll also receive a new relic, powerful artifacts that can be equipped in between stages to give your characters a boost when you need it, such as invulnerability or life-stealing capabilities. At the end of every other level, a new character is unlocked to play. Speaking of characters, each one has 2 main attacks. Their primary attack is either melee or ranged, and can be a more focused attack intended to take out a single enemy, such as Abraham's chainsaw, or it can hit multiple foes at once, such as Napoleon's cannon. The character's secondary attack is unique to them and varies greatly. For example, Abraham spins around in a whirlwind of death, Joan does a leap attack, and Elizabeth drops a bear that heals nearby allies. Using this special ability drains your energy bar, which is also needed in order to activate the relics you gain in between levels. Fortunately, this bar refills after a period of time, or can be recharged from certain enemy drops. Without a doubt, Second Chance Heroes is co-op focused. Joining games and inviting friends to them is easy. Once things get going, there are enough characters from which to choose, after you unlock them of course, that everyone can play how they like. If they enjoy getting up close and personal, there are a variety of melee classes from which to choose. Likewise, if they prefer to stand back and do damage from afar. Second Chance Heroes certainly has the potential to be a great pick up and play sort of game. There are a couple of aspects though that hopefully get worked out by the time the game is released later this year. The first is the feeling of sameness you get after playing for a few levels. While the focus on co-op is great and it's relatively easy to add friends to a friends list and join games, once you're there, you may find yourself wondering why you're still doing this after a few stages. Optional goals tend to repeat, and though the backdrops will change every couple of levels, it's hard to escape that feeling of sameness. The second aspect is the characters themselves. Some characters feel like they're doing more damage or are more fun to play than others. This wouldn't necessarily be a problem if there were only the 4 characters from which to choose, but when the final roster of 12 is unlocked and everyone's playing the same 2 or 3, that much diversity just becomes null and void. There is some balancing needed to ensure all the characters are just as fun and just as viable to play as the others. As Second Chance Heroes stands now, it's got a lot of the right pieces in place for a good co-op game. It's easily approachable, it's quick to pick up and play, it's better playing with friends than going solo, the character classes work better when diversified, and unlocking new characters provides some incentive to keep playing. There's just that last bit of polishing that needs done to really get the title up to a level where you'll spend more than just one weekend playing it. Fortunately, there's time left to do so, and Rocket City Studios certainly seem like they're open to community feedback to get things right. You can sign up for the beta on the Second Chance Heroes website, or support their Steam Greenlight campaign from their Steam site. Links to both of these can be found in the description below.